here. Today, I just want to talk to you and give you a few tips on starting your small home-based business. Um, not completely for free, but as minimum charge as possible. There's a lot of free services out there to help you get your business out there, get your name out there, get it legitimized, and everything. So, one you want to do, make sure you do all your paperwork. Anything you have to do, file with the state, federal, whatever you have to do. Um, excuse me, there's a football game on. My suggestion to you, if you could or wanted to, I would use my name. I would use a sole prop, so it would be whatever your last name is. Now mine's is Brown, such and such. So it would be if your last name is Mitchell's, it would be Mitchell's Car Service or Mitchell's such and such. Sole prop, you tend to do less paperwork, less taxes. It's a lot easier. You can file everything yourself. Normally, you won't have to see a lawyer. Although I do suggest you go see a lawyer before you start any business or anything of that nature. I don't want anybody getting sued, taxed, fined, or anything like that. So just check in with a lawyer if you can. If you know a lawyer friend, they give you some advice real quick for free. Or if you get some free, some quick advice from a lawyer, do what you got to do. So start your sole prop. Use your name. Your business get big, then you could grow it into a bigger business or not. Use your name. Nothing wrong with your name. God gave you this name, or at least your parents gave you the name. You should like the name. So okay. As far as a website, there's many free services. One I like to use is WordPress, because WordPress is pretty user friendly. You can do a lot of edits, and then you can also put your social media widgets on WordPress. It's free, but you can pay for a .com. Right now, I already have a .com, so I have a few WordPress, but I just use the .wordpress.com because I use them as blogs. But if you want to use it as your main website, you could pay. I think they have an account with GoDaddy, or if not GoDaddy, they have their own service where you could pay and you could get that .com. So if you want that .com, you want it to look more professional, get the .com. If you just don't blogs like I do, do your blog. WordPress, and they have a lot of good free themes. They also have some nice themes, some paid themes. They're not too expensive. You get a pretty good website from WordPress for not a lot of money. That's one on your website. All your legal fees if you do a sole prop, it shouldn't be that much. It should be just a couple $100, if anything, to start your sole prop. Depending on what business you're in as well. It also depends on what business you're in. That's why you also want to go talk to a lawyer. So you want to do that. You want to set up a home office because you want these home office tax benefits. Taxes, if you're an employee, and I got videos that show you this, employees, investors, business owners. It's a diagram that break it down to you. But basically, if you're an employee, then the money that you make, almost 50% of it is taxed. And if you're a business owner um, or an investor, then you get lower taxes. It depends on how your income comes in. If you're getting paid from someone, and your employer, and they're your employer and you're an employee, then you get taxed the most in the country of the United States. So you want to change how you bring in your income. That's what you want to do. That's how you can save more of it and eventually turn what you have into more. So you want to start your home business. And home business don't take much to start. You probably already have one. Computer, printer. You probably need a printer. Get one with a copier on it. You get a scanner, printer, copier all in one. Get that machine. Get a little section of your house devoted specifically towards your business. And when your taxes come on your house, you can write that section of your house off. Your car. You're a business owner now. Now I have to get around. So I can write a section of my car payments off, my expenses for my car off now. clothing. I'm a business owner now, so I have to wear certain attire to promote my business or to promote myself as a person others would want to do business with. So now I can write certain things off as far as clothing and things of that nature. Anything that helps you prosper as a business owner, or anything that helps your business or helps you help your business, you can write that off. Almost anything. And again, I'm not a lawyer. You want to talk to a tax lawyer about that. But the more, as you're a business owner, the more things you can write off. When you move from the business, from the employee column to the self-employed column, you can is even more write-offs you can write off of there. But once you become a business owner and an investor, you have the most write-offs and you get taxed the least. And this is why the 1% has the most money and they keep most money, because the government doesn't take it from them, because they make different money than most people make. If you make employee money, then the government's going to take half of it. You make investor money, the government's not going to take that much of it. They might not take any of it, depending on how you set it up. I wanted you to watch some of the videos that I had. It's just breaking down wealth and just the things that a lot of people don't know, and a lot of our parents didn't teach us. And it's not our parents' fault. It's not our grandparents' fault. They didn't know. Nobody's been teaching them these things for generations and generations. I like to think of myself as a self-taught person. I like to seek knowledge out of my own. I am college educated, and I did go to school for a bunch of years, but as far as money, I learned nothing about money in school. I didn't learn anything about money in school. um, Learn to count, yeah, but my mom and dad could have taught me how to count. It wasn't that much of knowledge obtained from school as far as money and finances and how to be financially literate and how to prosper. So now I want to pose a question to you, and this is a serious question. In your current I might have to pause this. The Eagles update is on. I'm sorry, I'm a super Eagles fan. Alright, 0-0. I'm not worried about it. It's early. It just started 5 seconds ago. Alright, back. So serious question. Serious question. In your current position, how much? No. Yeah. What dollar amount would it take you to be making monthly for you to live comfortable? What dollar amount more than what you're making now? Is it 500 more? Is it $1,000 more? Is it $5,000 more? Or is it just a couple $100 more just spending money? Ask yourself that. And answer that question. Think about it for a second. Ask yourself and answer that question. In your current position, wherever you work or however you get your income, how much more monthly would it take for you to live your life comfortable? Alright? Now the second question. This is my second question. This is just as serious as the first question. How long would it take you to achieve that in your current position? To get that extra 500 monthly. For some people, that's double what they make. To get that extra $1,000 monthly, the extra $2,000 monthly, how long would it take you to get that? What would you have to do? Most people, it'll take them anywhere between, let's say, 500. You want a 500 bonus, maybe that's your next bonus. You want $1,000, maybe that's your next couple bonus. So it take most people anywhere between a year, the next couple of years, to double or triple their salary, and that's because you at the expense of someone else. You work for someone else. You have a job, you got okay benefits, but as hard as you work, and every day you go in there, you bust your tail 5 times a week, sometimes 6 times a week. Some people working 2 jobs, so you doing both. As hard as you work and as hard as you bust your tail, do you think your company gives you the same respect, one, and the same input that you put into that company, into you? Think about how hard it might be for you to just call out. And it might be an emergency. You might have to go get your kids from school, or your kid got sick, or you just fell and chipped your tooth. It could have been anything. Imagine how hard it was just to get that call out. Pretty hard, isn't it? Now, my whole point in this video is really to get people to change their mindset towards money. That's really what it is. I want people to look at money and their money, the money in their pockets, the money they go out there and work hard for 6 days a week for, to get paid and taxed almost half of. I want you to look at that differently, because it's not like that's not the only option. That's what I want to explain to you. Just because we haven't been taught that there's more options out there. Don't believe that's not the only option. You got other options. It's just, are you gonna take that leap and do it? Some people won't. Some people can't take the leap and do it. Some people not gonna take the leap and do it. That's what they've been taught year after year after year, generation after generation after generation. I can't do that. I gotta take the safe route. I can't try and start my own business. What if I fail? What if you succeed? You just became a good business owner. If you fail, then so what? Try again. Keep trying. If you struggle doing your own business, what's the difference in you struggling in somebody else's business? Unless you prospering, then you don't really have no worries. Well, if you're prospering, then you should be taking that money and trying to start your own business. Because if you're prospering, then 9 times out of 10, you working super, super, super hard, super. Because you're never gonna get paid what you're worth working for someone else, ever, ever. They're never gonna pay you what you're worth. So, if you working super, super hard at this job, and you're not getting paid what you're worth, why not take the chance and work just as hard or even harder for yourself? I'm just the type of person, I will fight for myself before anybody. I worked a couple jobs, and I hated it. Sometimes I hate the things I gotta do for myself, but I'd rather do it for myself than somebody else. I worked a night shift at Kroger one time. I used to wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning, sometimes 5. I worked the 4 shift, it is 6, or I worked the 6 shift, it is 10 or 12, depending on. Hated that. But now I wake up 3, 4 in the morning, and I start working on myself. I start working on my business plan and how I could get further. It's just, I don't know. You gotta have a different type of ambition. I don't know. Some people just don't have it. Some people have it, but it's blocked and their vision is cloudy because there's a lot of stuff thrown at you. There's a lot of myths thrown at you. People believe a lot of things that they hear, which they shouldn't. But back to the point. If you are going to struggle on yourself, or trying to make something for yourself. Don't struggle for nobody else. Don't do it.